Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for the second attempt at the jet fuel that melts dank memes. This is the wokest magic show on the internet. Welcome to Casually Spike. I am your host, Dakota Marker, and I am here with my band of degenerates, Jaron Denham.
I thought it was basket of deplorables.
Devin Harrison.
So.
Bill Gantz.
Hello, everybody.
And joining the show for this evening,
the worst Magic player of all time!
The SCG Columbus Regional Champion and possessor of very hard to pronounce last names, Dimitri Shrum.
Hello, everyone.
We nailed it.
We
can go home. We can go home.
So, Jaron, tell us what we are talking about this evening.
All right, so this evening we're going to be talking about Standard going back to a 2-year rotation. We had some information on the League playtest that was released since last week, but we're going to go ahead and skip that. F&M promos up until January were announced. Then we're going to have a short interview with Dimitri. Then we're going to discuss something that hits home with Dimitri and I. When is it okay to trash talk? we absolutely love doing it to each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best part of our match.
For sure.
All right, well, it sounds like we've got a full plate of topics on hand for this evening. So why don't we go ahead and move on to our first course?
All right, so I think it was Wednesday? Yeah, I want to say it was Wednesday that WotC had announced that we're going to go back to the old 2-year rotation for Standard. As everybody may recall, we had switched from a 2-year rotation to go to this 18-month rotation with 3 blocks. Originally, it was we would have a block, a core set, a block, then a core set, then a block, and then we would rotate on the third block coming in. So at one point, we would have 2 core sets and 2 full blocks. And then we went to where we got rid of core sets. We threw it like the bottle of water I did on the first take. But, yeah, whatever. Then we ended up getting 3 blocks. And then on the 4th block coming in, we would rotate the one before. And then we would be stuck at 3 blocks again with only half a block at the end. And now we're just going to go to having 4, count them, 4 whole blocks.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious about how, like, the design sensibilities work out with those sorts of things. Because Battle for Zendikar and Oath were not designed to play with Amonkhet and Hour of Destruction. But there will come a time where those blocks exist together in Standard. So, if they have some unintended consequences, like, who could only imagine?
I am hoping that Omnath just goes crazy.
I mean, I want the Omnath landfall deck I want the dream to happen.
I just want to, like,
because I play that commander deck religiously, and it gives me happy pants feelings.
I mean, we built that Omnath deck like right before F&M night for the Winnabox, which we had 26 players? 26 players for our Winnabox this evening, and it was absolutely amazing. We fired it off at 7:30, and we're recording currently on our second attempt. We've been trying this for half an hour. It is currently 2:18 a.m. in the Eastern, and we are all just dead to the world, but we're here, and I built Bill's deck right before F&M started.
I tried that on that deck. It was real fun. Didn't get very far, but it was fun.
Hey, we did it, Reddit. We got there.
What, like 20 minutes before the tournament started? We just threw a bunch of stuff together.
Yep.
It was great.
Do we have anything else to say about the Standard block?
Buy your Gideons.
Buy your copters.
Buy your copters and your Gideons. Your Gideons, if they are anything higher than late play, you did it wrong. Same as your copters. At least we're assuming the copters.
Well, I mean, copter's brand new. So.
Yeah. Well, you got 2 years of copter.
But I just opened mine.
Well, maybe you should have opened it earlier, and hey, that was bright. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump to the F&M announcements. So we got our F&M promos that are upcoming. Devin, would you like to talk about those? I caught you.
You caught me.
Gotcha. Got him.
I was staring at the light.
Well,
Is it gonna come on or not?
no, it's gonna kill us.
Cool.
F&M
I was ready to
promos.
die.
This month, y'all know, we're pretty much done this month.
Yeah.
It's Rise from the Tide.
With create.
Create a
With
token,
create a token.
which enters the battlefield. It's important.
Tapped.
Next month is Fiery Temper. December is called...
Call the bloodline.
Is that Call the Bloodline?
Yeah.
Call of the Bloodline.
It's called the Bloodline.
Call of the Bloodline. Yeah, I should know this. Sure.
Why?
January is
Nobody plays
Niche
that card.
Constrictor. I own the store.
So?
I run
Okay.
the F&M.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something. I've been playing this game almost 20 years. Do you know how many cards I actually know what the names are?
But yeah,
Like 6.
I don't even think it's that many. I know Shambling Vent. Gideon? Is that all that's in the name? I think it's just Gideon. And then I know Soren. Oh wait, no, there's more.
Jazzy Displacer.
I know that card. That card's amazing. I know Spring Jack Faster.
so out of the 4 promos, only like 2 were played in standard.
Well, I mean, like, I'm pretty excited about the next couple of promos because I play 4 Fiery Tempers in my deck. That did pretty decently.
I'm actually going to be really torn with this Fiery Temper because it was really pretty. But I just found my Torment ones. And I kind of want to play them, but I seem to remember this is the most play that Fiery Temper has gotten each time that it's been in Standard. And it's been in Standard 3 times now. They finally made it. They finally made Fiery Temper somewhat playable. And Red is miserable.
And, I mean, like, I like the new art for Noose Constrictor. It kind of reminds me of, like, it almost reminds me of the promo Lotus Cobra, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
That was wasn't it a Grand Prix promo or something?
Yep.
That's an arena pick.
But it looks really neat, and Noose Constrictor is such a great card. That card gave me a lot of trouble this evening, so...
That's a decent card. I mean, just about every green deck side. So.
I mean, it's Wild Mongrel. And
Yeah.
Wild Mongrel, back in its day...
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that Wild Mongrel made was better than Noose Constrictor because of was oh my god. Anyway, like Wild Mongrel, the reason it was so great is because it could become black and avoid being terrored.
Yeah, because all the removal back then was terror style, where it was like, destroy target non-black this,
Dark Vanishing.
non-black that,
Yep.
and whatever. So while Mongrel discard a card, get +1/+1, I'm black now.
Yeah.
And it basically gave it hexproof for all intents and purposes. And then what I'm glad they did with the Noose Constrictor was that they gave it reach instead,
That was exciting.
which makes it really useful against the smaller flyers. Like, I think Noose Constrictor is the reason Spirits isn't a tier 1 deck, and the reason Vampires isn't a tier 1 deck. It's just because it keeps all those things in check
I could see that.
by existing.
Ishkana.
Yeah, Ishkanah.
Well, Ishkanah is like the older brother, but
I definitely could have used some reach creatures in the Omnath deck tonight.
Yeah,
I have lots of issues with flyers.
we just didn't have enough time to even do that.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It worked well enough. I was
We'll fix
very
that next
happy with
week.
it.
we'll fix that during the week.
hey, sometimes you just gotta put it together with staples and some duct tape.
We used Elmer's glue.
You didn't eat any of it, did you?
Yes, I did. I ate all of it. And then I had some on my hands, and I peeled it off, just like in elementary school.
I never got the obsession with that.
I didn't either.
I thought it was cool because you could see your fingerprints in the glue.
But just put your
That seems
fingerprints.
fair.
Put your fingerprints in other things, like on dirty windows.
I did that too. I also licked windows.
Now that we're
That's a,
evolving into a completely non-magic related topic,
I didn't use the phrase "band of degenerates" for nothing. You know?
I still think it's basket of deplorables.
Yeah.
we used to have a wood-burning stove in the living room, and I'd take crayons and melt them on the top of the stove, stick my finger in it, then I was able to draw with my fingers. It was fantastic.
I mean, isn't that basically what finger paint is?
Well, it's
I
not
finger
wax,
crayons, okay?
though. I guess you could like peel the art off because it's wax. And just kind of like.
That would be cool. Like, there it is. I made a duck, and then pull it off there, and then it's no longer a duck.
I would stick my finger in the puddle of molten crayon, and then go to paper and draw.
Molten crayon. It's like bubbling and everything.
That's a band name. And now opening for the Rolling Stones is Molten Crayon.
Yeah! Thank you, Cleveland! We're in Michigan.
But there's no Cleveland in Michigan?
No.
Huh. Where did I get Cleveland from? We were there 3 days ago.
There's a Springfield in Ohio.
There's a Springfield in Oregon.
Well, I guess that's good. I guess that's good if the Simpsons ever decides to become hipsters.
See, I had actually, if I was in a band, I would only tour to cities named Springfield. That way, you were never wrong.
Yeah.
And then maybe Jill Stein should have done this too.
Nah, she was too busy getting arrested for defacing bulldozers or something dumb.
Good old Moonbeam. All right. So anyway. Would we like to move on to the reason that we're here this evening, other than actually recording the podcast in the first place?
We are here to interview our friend and champion, Dimitri Shrum. At the SCG Regional in Columbus, Ohio, how many opponents were there, Jaron, on record for that? Do you know?
I think it was 156?
188.
Oh, 188?
Yep.
See, I was too busy playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, so Jaron, Devin, and Dimitri all went to the regional. Jaron dropped as soon as he got there.
I was lossless and winless. I learned how to play the best modern deck I think I've ever touched. I had so much fun playing this horrible, horrible deck that I really want to build it. And would you like to take a guess at what deck that was?
I'm gonna go ahead and go safety and say it was Madcap Experiment.
Negative.
Boggles?
Negative.
Lantern Control?
Yes, sir! I learned how to play Lantern Control. And oh my god, that deck is so much fun.
I'm gonna get on the third one. Devin, what was your final record?
I was 6'2". I got 24th, I believe.
Get there, Slugger.
Even though somehow that didn't get top 16, even though 7-1's top 8.
And then, finally, our champion Dimitri got 7-1 before being cut for top 8. It was.
Yeah, there's cut to top 8. Yeah,
and then going 3-0 to secure the win. So, Dimitri, how are you this evening?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Tired, but
deplorable.
Tired, but degenerate and ready to roll.
Yeah, sounds.
All right, so I guess the first question we should probably ask you is: tell us a little bit about the deck you played.
Okay, the deck I played was a black-white control deck with only a few creatures, a lot of planeswalkers, and a lot of removal spells.
And what would you say are some of the key components of your deck?
Liliana.
And then we also, you and I also talked about putting Aether Hub and Live
Aether
Fast.
Hub and Live Fast was an interesting choice. That not many people.
You saw Kazu Negri's list.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why you went with
4-color Planeswalker Deadlock Trap.
Yeah. And that's what it's called, Deadlock Trap. I was just calling it Tumble Magnet all night.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
As somebody who played a lot of Scars Limited, I got used to seeing Tumble Magnets.
I played it against Joe round 1. I'm like, Tumble Magnet. And he looked at it. He's like, that's not what that is.
It is in spirit.
Pretty much.
I mean, in hindsight, what changes do you think you would have made to your 75?
So, the main thing I would have done was add Transgress the Mind and Anguish Unmaking to help with the more combo decks, like Aetherworks Marvel and stuff like that.
And the only loss you have on record for the event was to a Marvel deck. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was actually slightly different than what you normally see. is a green-red, like, Planeswalker ramp Marvel deck, which...
That's kind of neat, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
And...
that guy didn't make it to the top 8, did he?
No.
No.
I didn't see him after, like, round 3. So
Oh.
So
Whoa.
So he just speed bumped you and then scrubbed out.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But you get to say one thing that he doesn't get to. Scoreboard!
You
I
also
guess
got a
so.
shiny piece of plastic and glass to carry home while he had to carry home his stupid belongings.
God, it was such a waste. It was so heavy to carry. I I put it in that box that I didn't think I would be able to get it in your bag.
It's true.
Do you have any interesting stories from the tournament? Any clutch plays or anything like that?
The most memorable one that I can think of was the finals. The last thing I did was Ultimate Soren for 18 1-1 lifelines.
And then you clocked them for 2 with your shambling bets.
Yes.
Get him, Slugger.
And that was just the best thing that could have ended that day.
My favorite thing I saw the entire day out of you was you were playing against Ket Kettler, I think his name is. And this was in the first round of the top 8. He was behind on board the entire way. You're 5 mana. He goes, Gideon, and then I think he made a guy, and you go, Soren, kill your Gideon. Like, I'm standing like 10 feet away, and I see
had
this.
Liliana in play.
Yeah, and I see this, and I'm like, oh my god, my back hurts. Holy crap. Like, that broke my back. I didn't even play.
Also, an interesting story was actually the first match, the green-red Marvel deck.
Yeah.
Just because I lost horribly to it.
I forgot that was your round 1.
Yeah, round 1. Game 1, he goes turn 3, Chandra, off of a Servant of the Conduit. Turn 4, Nissa, Nature's Artisan, which is out of the intro deck.
Wait, he was playing that?
Yes.
Oh my god, I need to find this guy.
And then he does the -3 and does a Coiling Oracle for top 2 cards. Hits a land.
I didn't even know that's what that did.
Turn
It's
5,
double Coiling
Ulamons. I'm just like, yeah,
All
you
I
got
knew-
that game.
All I did was the plus to gain 3 life. I didn't read the rest of the card.
That deck was insane. Like,
So, since that was your first match, what were your thoughts on your prospects for the rest of the tournament after that match?
I was mainly just hoping I made top 16 to cash and make my money and go home. And then it wasn't until I made my 5th win. I was 5-1. I'm like, well, maybe I could win and draw into top 8.
Well, you certainly made your cash anyway.
Yes. That did pay off, but I wasn't too enthused about losing actually 3 straight games.
Yeah.
Because I lost my first game, match 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was not feeling great, but
Sometimes it's all you need to get going.
yeah.
Is the
I remember after I lost, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I need to
You
start.
just need to refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah, so I mean, like, with all these losses, why in the onset, why did you choose to play the deck at all?
The deck, I thought, had a really good match against white-red vehicles.
Yeah! Yes, we do!
Which turned out to be most of the field. Like, top 8, I think, had 4 vehicle decks.
It was either 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
But that's the main reason I did it. And I
Dan
thought
Musser was
Liliana
on
was
vehicles
the
too,
best
wasn't he?
card.
Yeah.
Dan Musser was on the right too.
So was Tuchek. And Ken Ketter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Musser.
So
Dan
3
got
more.
the top 8.
Yeah, Dan got beat by
Like mono black on Drowsies and Rogue Deck.
I can't remember what his name is. But yeah. Bafado, I want to say.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember. But I know I butchered that name, but that's because I don't remember it. Anyway, so what would you? Okay, so we're talking about red white vehicles and a really good match. I know this answer already, but how many times did you play against vehicles?
I played against it 6 times out of 11.
And how many games how many losses did you have to vehicles?
0.
Game losses?
Game losses, I had 2.
Oh, that's
So-
2 more than I thought you had.
Yeah,
God, you're so bad.
I know. 12 and 2 total against vehicles.
It seems really fair. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, the deck that you and I had talked about, it just, I think that it just has such a good match against everything in the field other than Marvel.
Yeah.
I think Marvel is actually our flat out worst matchup.
Totally.
Yeah.
Maybe bigger control decks, but other than that,
I really don't think that bigger control decks are the issue, because if we start seeing like big mana control decks, then we just play more Transgress than Line.
yeah.
We play like 2 Harsh Scrutinies, and we bump it up to 3 Transgress main deck, and then 1 in the sideboard.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Other than that, Marvel is
Yeah.
the main.
I really
issue.
think that White Black is probably going to be a force still, even though you and I both agree that it's relatively weak,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
don't-
still really good.
yeah. Just some of the cards in it, like I think Liliana is probably one of the best cards in the deck.
She's
And
the
maybe
whole
even
reason I'm
in
playing it.
standard. Yeah, Kalidas is probably a close second.
Yeah,
Like those cards
Liliana is literally
alone beat vehicles. Like
Yeah. Liliana
Yeah.
is literally the only card that actually made me want to play White Black completely.
yeah,
I remember at the pre-release, and the game that actually sold me on Liliana was the one that you and I
Oh
played.
God, not that one.
I'm so sorry to mention this,
No, it's fine. That
But-
game was ridiculous.
but I had like what 4 cards left in my deck or something.
I don't even remember.
Like I had a Tamio's Journal, so I was getting a clue every upkeep. And I was just drawing so many cards that I had this Liliana on the board. I played her on turn 4. And I'm just like, +1, and then like, kill a guy hopefully, and then just keep going on and on and on. And I think you were there. You stood behind me, and I sacrificed 3 clues to search my library. And I was like, okay, I have 2 removal spells, but I really shouldn't get any of these. And I just shuffled it and put it back down. Like, I didn't even take a card.
It's okay, because immediately after that, in the next pre-release, I opened a foil promo, like, Liliana.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
Along with, like, 4 other mythics. And then I got to Raffle Stomp Bill, so...
And Bill is sitting there, unsurprisingly. Yep. Just shaking his
It
head.
happened.
Shaking his head very slowly. Alright.
Well, to get back to the topic at hand, do you think, after seeing the results and, like, seeing the stuff that was being played tonight at the tournament, do you think you're still going to stay on the black-white control train, or are you going to switch gears? Wordplay! Got him!
I think if you know aggro is going to be big and vehicles is going to be big, I think it's a perfect deck to play against those. But since control 1, it makes me a little suspicious to play it. Just because...
It's very suspect.
Yeah. I do think it's fine. I don't think it's as good as it was going into regionals.
Well, I'm glad to see that even, like, the popular standard decks don't just have, like, the automatic clutch victory on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think Jaren had one more question for you.
Does anybody else have any questions first?
I'm kind of curious. Did anybody see any red-white vehicles here tonight?
Yes.
I thought I saw one.
2 or 3.
I think Corey may have been one of the only people playing it.
I did not see it this evening, so...
He was playing a win in the top 8, but Mama Bird wanted to go because she was in the car and Liam didn't have a bottle or something. So, he got stuck. Okay. Do you have anything?
Did you play against any like Mardu vehicles?
No. They were actually all just straight red-white.
I played against. It was two blue-white spirits, 2 prize amalgam, 3 red-white vehicles, and 1 Mardu vehicle. I 2-0'd the 3 red-white vehicles I played, and then Mardu vehicles gave me a problem for some reason. It was like the 4/4 haste worm hellion thing.
Last
Yeah.
new, hell yeah.
That's interesting.
I didn't have any kill spells that could hit it fast enough.
Yeah,
And by
I
the
didn't
time,
really
by the time
see.
they dropped it, I didn't have really that much mana to play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, nothing like that I saw. I played against a Mardu control deck, but that was...
So what's your thoughts on my deck? Green-black control. Do you think
That's called-
Ishkana?
That's called The Rock.
And you know what? We can smell what it's cooking.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Really, all you're doing is
Suck it with my
taking
ball.
out white and putting in green, which...
What does that get rid of, and what does that open up for you?
You lose Gideon,
Back.
Soren is a
Soren.
big one.
Fumigate,
Fumigate.
Anguished Unmaking.
Anguished Unmaking.
Yeah.
Whatever the 1 mana white enchantment's called.
Mm.
I play that as
Authority
Yeah.
of the Console,
That's
and
it.
you also lose Fragmentize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
So in
sideboard.
place, I've had 3 Ishkana, 2 Childless Tracker, 3 Silver Advocate, and a Nissa Vital Force for green.
Did you play the 3 mana instant that...
Traverse the overworld, grapple with the past.
I know you weren't playing any, but you do get Grim Flare.
Yeah.
Well, if it was going like straight Delirium, yeah. The only cards in the deck that had Delirium was Ishkana and Traverse.
And technically, Emerald has it.
I just don't see enough reason to take out the white and add green, because most of the cards are just downgrades.
Yeah.
Like Ishkana is probably your Fumigate.
I can see maybe
In most
adding
scenarios.
green.
Yeah.
That way we can play the Nissa.
Abzan's mana is really good.
Yeah, we
right
can play
now.
the Nissa that was
'Cause
released in Kaladesh.
All the dual lands are black,
Yeah.
which will help with grass.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, my
Liliana
God.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
Would you think green, white, black Abzan control would be good?
I mean, that's what we were just saying.
Like actual control.
I still don't see the need for green.
I think
I see the mana being a little.
Because
off.
Nissa is basically just a
You just
5
play
mana
Oath of Nissa.
Gideon.
I really think
Right.
that if we want to play a deck that includes 3 or more colors for Planeswalker control, that we need to play 4 colors.
Yeah.
4 to 5. Because then we can play Oath of Nissa and get complete value out of it.
Mhm.
And if we play enough removal, we can even play Deploy the Gatewatch.
Yeah.
And we can actually play in the long game and play Collecting Company Walkers.
Jaron, what kind of magical Christmas land nonsense are you getting us into?
I am always in Magical Christmas Land.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I'm talking about.
He plays Providence in his control deck.
Yes, I do. I actually didn't play tonight. And I was very sad, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I was going to play Providence in regionals just because, like, I wanted to play against Red White Vehicles and be like, oh no, I'm at 2, Providence.
Probably would.
Alright, so, final question. Why are you so bad?
See, you
Can't
edited
answer
my
that
notes to
myself.
say, why does he suck eggs?
I believe that this is actually the segue into our discussion of trash talking.
Yes.
So, when does everybody feel that it is appropriate to trash talk?
I mean, I feel like it's okay if you know the person you're playing, or persons in the case of multiplayer, and then only if you can perceive that nobody's on tilt and everybody's just in like a good mood.
I mean, that's
those are my
yeah.
basic requirements. Like, there's a bunch of real nuancy stuff that goes into it, but if I just had to call it off the top of my head, I'd start there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't have a problem with it, like even if it's someone I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you can tell the person don't like it or isn't in the mood for it, or like you should stay away from it. But some people use it to like throw people off and try to just get them.
Putting them on tilt.
Yeah.
Which
make
goes
them
back
play.
to our first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why you shouldn't take it too seriously, even if someone's doing it to you and you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. Bill?
It doesn't really bother me when someone does it to me. Like, friends and having a friendly banter, like, why'd you play that? That's terrible. You're stupid. Don't do that. But even random people, like, if they're just trash talking about the way I play or whatever, that doesn't really get to me.
Yeah.
But I generally don't do it back just because I'm always afraid of the reaction I'll get, and I'm generally fairly bad at reading people. So I'll be that weird, awkward guy that takes something to the extreme, and everyone's like, "What is he doing?" And I have no idea. So I just don't do it.
Before you start, I'm keeping mental notes of everything that you guys are saying, and I'm going to tell you the things that we could possibly do to help improve the chances of trash talking and also having fun with it. Yeah. So go ahead, Devin.
You guys are talking. Like, some thoughts on mine. I know it's not trash talking, but who is it? I think Reed Duke. Like, when he's playing, all he does is talk and talk and talk. Or he like gets in your head where he's not like actually trash talking you, but it makes you think.
Yeah. He just does what I do. I just like to shoot this.
I've sat beside him at Grand Prix so many times. Like, I don't pay attention to him, so I really don't hear him talking as much. But like, when I actually pay attention, he's just like, well, I'll say it's a bad thing. He's just like, he's playing these cards where he has this, and I look at the opponent, he's just like getting frustrated because all Reed's doing is just talking and talking and talking. I mean, I understand, but back to trash talk, I just popped in my head, Reed Duke.
Yeah.
Sure didn't pop in your head because of his amazing hair.
Oh my god, I wish I had it.
He's got like 50 human hair.
But anyways,
I just found out there was a season 7 to Adventure Time, and I was really excited.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I kind of have a different mindset about trash talk. Growing up, I played football, so I'm all about trash talking in people's heads, even if they don't like it, just because I can put them on tilt. But since I've started playing Magic, I don't do it as often. I try to keep it to myself.
I think it makes the game just more fun in general.
Yeah,
if both players are doing it.
It absolutely does, and you probably, like, everybody knows my mannerisms to go to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has seen it. I come up, I go, and I had like this big smile on my face usually. I was just like, hey, and I just come up to the table, like, do you want to split? Just joking around or whatever, And like, every now and then somebody takes it, It's round 4. I'm 1 and 3. Well, 1 and 2. Do you want to split? Okay, I'm 1-2-1 now. but like, to go with what you were saying, Dakota, where you are gauging everything that they're doing. Like, you don't know who they are. You don't know why, like, if they would be welcome to your trash talking. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have to break down the door.
True. I mean, there does get to be that point where, like, at least with me, I won't do it to complete strangers because I don't want to, like, create a negative atmosphere like I've read in so many horror stories from the past.
Yeah.
Like, but once I feel comfortable with breaching that point, I might get in a little dig at them. And usually when I do my trash talking, I don't try and go for, like, overt insults. What I try to do is use clever wordplay to kind of, like, make it funny.
Yeah. Like, whenever I go to trash talk somebody I don't know, I'm behind on board. This is the best way to do it. Because this is how you break the ice. You're behind on board, and you go, oh, that was a heck of a play, but I got one better. And then you just windmill slam like you're 1 man at 1-1. Like, you just try to set them off a little bit. Because then they just sit there and be like, why is he so proud of this 1 man at 1-1? Like, what is he doing? And then you follow it up with, like, some stupid 2 man at 2-2. Like, you're just curving out on, like, turn 7 for a place that you should have done by turn 2.
See, that play is the reason I follow the Evan Irwin methodology. Always make them have it.
That's right. Yeah. That is exactly right.
Always make them have it.
Yes, completely.
Because if they don't have it, then they're boned.
Yep. And now for yours, Dimitri.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm exhausted, I have to remember exactly what it was. You were just saying to check their mannerisms, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just to watch how they would accept like any kind of trash talking or whatever. Okay, to go back to what we were talking about, you wanted to basically check somebody's mannerisms. Like, that's how you want to get to see if you can actually trash talk to them to kind of make the game more enjoyable for both people. Yeah. Because trash talking is an art. It really is. Yeah. It's so much fun.
You have to screw up at it a lot to get any good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But like,
whenever you and I trash talk, we're so dry.
Oh yeah. And we trash talk ourselves. Like,
yeah, we do. It's just like, I am so terrible at this game. I don't know what's going on.
I think we make the most mistakes when we play against each other.
We do, because we get into each other's heads because we're just talking so poorly about ourselves.
Yeah.
And
it's the best.
It is. And like going back to whenever we were playing like right before Standard rotated for F&M down at Brian's, down at the arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm playing red-white because I just want to play Deflecting Palm and a bunch of red cards that, before they rotate, I want to get one last game in with them.
Yep.
And then you're wanting to play Mono Black aggro.
Mono Black.
And I am just completely sold on playing turn 3, Quarterly Outburst. And then you're just like, yeah.
Can't beat it.
I'm so bad, I can't beat that. And you just pick up your cards!
I have like a handful of 3-1s. And I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think you were attacking me for lethal, and I shot it right back at you with Deflecting Palm.
Yep. That's game 2.
Yeah. And then I gave you my entry for Modern because I didn't think I was going to win that one.
Yeah. Then I lost horribly with Impact.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's another one of those decks that were both just terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, we had a Mike on the last episode, but me and him get into some heated trash talk, especially when we're playing Commander, which is the most casual formats to get the most completely on tilt about.
Yeah. There's a story that one of my buddies, Evan Drawn, he used to live around here, and he and his wife moved to Texas again. Okay. They moved back to Texas. This was before he moved up here in the first place. There was a kid that he played F&M with, and the kid wasn't the best, but he loved to trash talk. And he trash talked a hell of a game. Evan has complete control of the board. He's playing aggro, and he's just wrecking this kid's day. And the kid goes, "You're not gonna like this." He top-decked his card, screams, "You're not gonna like this." Windmill slams, and screams, "Wall of fire."
Yeah!
And every single time I think about it, I just lose it. Because I can't think of anything except for this kid drawing his card going, "That's it. That's the one." And he just slams it on the board.
That kid is somebody's spirit animal.
I think he might be mine.
He'd probably be mine if I didn't make room for our glorious Lord and Savior, Harambe.
Oh my god. When it was you that shared that Halloween costume of the baby,
yeah,
of the toddler.
There was a picture going around on Facebook. And it was from, like, one of these Chinese knockoff sites where you can buy, like, stuff super cheap or whatever. And it was a baby costume. And it was called, Baby Costume, quote, Gorilla Hero, unquote. And it was a costume, it was a gorilla costume with 3 bullet holes on the chest. And then there's a small child, like, put in one of the arms.
It was a baby doll.
And it was the most ridiculous thing. Like, I was laughing so hard at work, my boss was like, "What are you laughing about?" And I showed him.
Like I told you earlier with that, I saw it on my break at work, and I'm sitting there, and I covered my mouth, and I'm just like, my eyes are wide, I covered my mouth, and Nate looked at me, he says, "What?" And I looked at him really slowly, and I turned my phone so he could see it. And he's like, "Wow, I think I have seen it. I have seen it all. And then I turned the phone to show John Eisenberg, and he says, I hate Harambe so much.
Can we have costumed Harambe Baby as, like, our mascot?
You know what? I think we need to find that picture, and we need to make it the cover photo for this episode.
Works for me.
Very yes.
We'll call it Gorilla Hero.
We have the title of the episode, Gorilla Hero.
Yeah!
Baby costume, Gorilla Hero. We have done it.
We did it, Reddit.
Alright, and then Bill. Yours was, you can't really put a read on people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't like to dish out the trash talk back to that person.
Generally.
I have the greatest thing for you, greatest suggestion of all time. Say the trash talk and just have the biggest dumb grin on your face as you say it. Like, that is the best way to gauge if your opponent is into it or not. Like, whenever I play against Albert, he has this most condescending wow I have ever heard in my life. And it's almost as bad as when you're playing Hearthstone and your opponent plays Anduin Wrynn, like, as their character, and they have an emote for wow, and he goes, wow. Like, like, it's that bad. But seriously, sometimes all it takes, and you see me do this all the time, even when I'm not playing Magic, I will make the most snide comment I can possibly make, and I will have the biggest grin on my face to let you know that I just said that.
Okay. I will have to try that.
You have to. It's so much fun.
It's going to happen.
I bet it's going to happen tomorrow. Probably not.
Doubtful. So, Dakota,
What's
I
up?
fully expect you to find an audio clip of the WoW from Hearthstone, and please insert that.
I think I might be able to solve this right now.
Just put it right on the tape.
Yeah, right on there if I can find it.
I say tape like we use tape anymore.
I'm just going to go ahead and point this out. We were born in the 80s. We had tape?
Yeah.
I kind of want to use the WoW that, you know that clip that was going around for a little while back when The Force Awakens was being released and they were doing that promotion with Han Solo?
Don't get him, Han Solo.
Well, no. The idea was, like, I guess, like, you entered this contest and if you won, you got to Skype with, what's his name? I'm too tired to remember the actor's name for Han Solo. Harrison Ford. And
Harrison Chevy.
and they were showing video of him talking to people and acting like he's their grandpa or something. And he was talking to some young kid and he just goes like, wow. Like the kind of fake wow that you would give a child when they show you something and you just don't give a crap about it.
Wow.
That's so good. Well, no.
Wow,
you're
so talented in drawing.
Wow.
But to touch on yours, I don't even remember what it was. That's how awake I am now.
Mine was.
Well, see, now you're getting woke.
I guess
It's working.
talking about since I grew up playing football and aggressive
football.
sports, that the whole trash talk just went with it, and I can't really do that in Magic.
Well, you also can't get into physical contact with people in Magic.
Says you. There is currently a man that is on, I believe, a 5-year suspension for punching a judge.
That is amazing.
Wow.
I hope that the punch was really epic. Like you got a chance to take a step back and you got to get a swing ready and just full on Rocky punch the sucker.
What if he Superman punched him?
What if he Falcon punched him?
Whoa! Falcon lunge. But to go with the sports metaphor, because you and I both played sports. You said you played football. You also played some baseball. I played
some baseball.
Yeah. I played some baseball. And I also played basketball. But how I trash talked is basically no different from how I trash talk at Magic. Because I would just say something along the lines of schoolyard taunts that didn't really hurt feelings. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think that would be like verbal assault.
They were probably
Yeah. Which some people do that. I'm not into verbal assault.
Tumblr calls those microaggressions.
For
See,
me,
but, like,
they would be major aggressions.
Well, no, they'd be macroaggressions.
Right.
But see, playing football, you would do, the whole verbal assault, and then put their face in the ground while you stomp on their back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, can't do that in Magic.
Like, the one thing that I really enjoyed in baseball was the jabberjawing you would do with the first baseman. Because that was always the greatest part of being on base was just trash talking with the first baseman. Because I don't know if you guys watch baseball at all, but Miguel Cabrera is probably the best person at this. And he and Adrian
Beltran?
yeah, I think it's Beltran. He plays for the Rangers. But those two guys, when they're on first together, like, it's just the funniest crap ever. There was one where Cabrera, thanks, Batman. Anyway, Cabrera was trying to like just mess with him a little bit, and he goes over and he pulls on his jersey, and as they're getting ready to do as the guy is getting ready to take off to second, he goes back to the bag because it was a pop fly to like deep. Adrian Beltre, that's it. Yeah. So this guy plays for the Astros though that I'm talking about. He's like their shortstop, I think.
Okay.
He goes over as the ball's like going to the wall. He knows it's not going to make it out, so he's got his foot on first, and he knows he can make it to second. Cabrera's not paying attention. And he goes over, pulls up his shirt, and runs.
That's awesome.
Waits for the ball to get in the glove, pulls the shirt up, and runs. But, like, you could do small interactions to, like, just get a rise out of your opponent, but not make them angry, Like, just small little things can just set somebody off. But you have to make sure that those small little things, they know you're joking with them. And that's the big thing about trash talking, especially in Magic, is that it doesn't matter if you're any good at trash talking. It's just the things that you can say to get your opponent to just, wait, what? Like, you just want to get them to just think about what you said for a second. Like, the goofy little nicknames I come up with cards. Like, Speedway Fanatic. I call it Ricky Bobby.
Want to go fast?
She wants to go fast.
Yeah.
I call the veteran motorist Reese Bobby. Because that's his daddy. But, like, I called Secure the Waist the Belt.
Yep.
And then when people thought about it, they're like, what'd you call it? It was a belt. I'm like, why? And I'm like, stand up in my seat, it secures your waist. And like, wait, what? And then they read the card, they think about it, it's like, whoa!
Well, I mean, right now, probably my favorite card that has a goofy nickname, at least in Standard, is probably Cletus with Cletus. And then I get to start making jokes from Deliverance. You sure do got a pretty zombie there, Cletus.
I like to call him Cletus T. Judd. There's it is just about your delivery, basically. Like, as Mitch Hedberg once said, as a comedian, you can't be like pancakes. All excited for it at the beginning, and by the end of it, you're just friggin' sick of it. And like, you just have to like take the opportunities that you can to just make the game enjoyable for your opponent, even if you're just taking small little jabs. Like, it doesn't matter how you do it. It's just you have to deliver the right goods. That's all it is.
So let's talk about trash talk. Dimitri, did you have an opponent at the regionals that tried to trash talk you that you didn't like?
Actually, yeah. One
What?
opponent.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't in a good way either. Like, he sat down for the quarterfinals, actually. And then he turns to the judge. He's like, I only have one piece of paper. I need more. He's like, how am I going to get to the finals with one sheet? I'm like,
that guy.
Yeah.
So that's why he handed you the paper afterward.
yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was just salty.
Then
Yeah,
after
I
I
forget
beat
his
him,
name.
he's like, here's your...
Here's your notepad.
You'll need these.
Yeah, I forget
I
his
shouldn't have
name.
did that. That's
Ken
pretty
Keller, I
embarrassing.
think it is.
I just know, like, I'm not trying to be rude about the guy, but he's
Yeah.
It was on his
every
budget.
time I've seen him at like your local regionals and whatnot, he's always cocky. Like every time I've seen him, I don't want to say he's not a good player. He just seems to be like all about himself.
He's
Yeah.
got
He
the
treats
bark,
people
but no
like
bite.
kind of rude.
He tried to like cover it up like throughout the match, but his trash talk was not very pleasant. Like, at one point, I like looked at his hand and like wrote a few cards down. Then he's like, "Oh, you already picked a card, so I don't have to show you." I'm like,
That's untrue.
"I'm missing like one card out of your hand." Like,
You should just say something to the judge.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
To
I mean, it didn't even matter. Like,
to save time, I actually announce my pick, and then
yeah,
I write it down.
yeah.
Because that's just... Actually, it's being courteous.
I even knew they were two lands, but I'm just like, "What were the two lands?" He's like, "You already made a decision." I'm like, "Whatever."
Whatever, man. But I feel that your trash talk to him was silent. It was the best silence that I think you could ever have. Because he's sitting there, bouncing. You could tell he was nervous. And then he attacks for, like, I think it was 5. You're just like, sure, whatever. Takes 5. Writes it down. And then you just go back to the game. Like, nothing happened. And you're just like, yeah, I'll take 5.
I mean, there's no reason to make that
Yeah.
into a big situation where it throws you off. And then,
Yeah.
like, you just carry on. Like,
He-
okay, whatever.
He's sitting there bouncing his leg, looking all nervous and crap, and you're just sitting there. I've got 4 cards in hand. I've got 23 life. He's swinging at me for 5.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just respecting everyone around you. This is the point of what I was trying to get across the whole thing, trash talk. But during the tournament, I didn't have like anyone try to trash talk me. Like I had one opponent that we joked back and forth just about anything really. Well, we really consider that trash talk. We were having fun.
Yeah.
But also like
Trash talk could be fun.
my
Yeah.
size. I won't say I'm a huge guy, but I'm pretty big.
You're bigger than me. But that most people are.
I think that like has something to do with it. People like see I'm big, and they just want to refrain from aggravating me. Which I mean, like I shouldn't be aggravating like anyone.
Dude, you are scary, dude. You sit across the table and you're just like sitting there. And you look like a gorilla, like flat out. You just look like a gorilla sitting at the table.
Yeah, I didn't have any experiences with trash talk. I don't really want trash talk. I just keep everything to myself.
I do enjoy talking to my opponent a lot. We know this. Like that's part of the reason why I like to travel and play Magic is because I like to meet people. And there's times that like there's people that I see only at Magic events, like Dan. I only see Dan at like Grand Prix and stuff like that. And every single time I see him, I'm just like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's gotten to the point where he actually knows who I am.
Yeah.
Dan, follow me on Twitter, Dan. But anyway, he actually came up to me whenever I first round pairings came up. He says, "Are you not playing?" And I said, "No." He says, "What happened?" And I said, "I got here and I just decided I didn't want to." He's like, "Oh, okay," and he just walks away. I mean, there's a lot of people that I know that I don't get to see very often. Akil Steele's one of them. Akil's such an awesome guy if you haven't met him. As I mentioned before, Rich Shea. Absolutely love watching him play. When he streams, it's like watching poetry. Like, dead serious. He only plays Vintage on Magic Online. And it is some of the best content you'll ever see. I mean, there's people I haven't seen in forever, like Mike Magby. And I saw him at, I want to say, a Grand Prix last. And that's been a while, you know? But you just, I have played this game so long that I have all these friends. If you look at my friends list on Facebook, it's people that I knew from high school and Magic players. That's why I like going down to the Arcane every pre-release. I see everybody 3 months. Well, it's great. Like, everybody's excited to see me normally. So, I'm just really excited to see them. It's whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice to catch up to people. I see you a lot more now because you work in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm close by now.
Yeah. And we have your trophy.
Yeah.
Woo! Got that. Now we just need to print out a picture of me hugging you.
You should bring us some of those pretzels from your workplace, man.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe
I
tomorrow.
I like the sour cream and onion.
I'll just take regular ones with like the cheese sauce, please.
Okay, so does anybody have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Well, actually, I do have a shout out. I didn't mention this before the show because I was just thinking about it, but I wanted to draw attention to a new Kickstarter that went up recently. Has anybody here played the game Exploding Kittens, perchance?
I've heard of it.
I own it. Haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Well, Exploding Kittens was a game jointly designed by the Oatmeal, Matthew Inman, and Elon Lee, who used to work at Xbox.
Okay.
And Exploding Kittens was the most successful Kickstarter of all time. It's a tabletop card game. They earned like 6 million, 7 million. Well, they're back at it again with a new card game. Bears versus Babies.
I did see this. It looks hilarious.
So, if you're not aware of it, go on Google, just search the name. I'm sure it'll come right up.
Bears versus Babies.
I mean, it is pretty much like they've raised over $1 million already, and it's just looking to climb. So yeah, go check that out if you like tabletop card games with silly things in them. I definitely recommend it.
My shout out is to my man, Dimitri. Good job this weekend.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much. Now I hope you get good.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to do.
Stop sucking eggs.
Yeah.
And I also have another shout out. Devin, thank you. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You run a hell of a show here. Yeah.
I try.
Anybody else have anything?
I have another shout out to the editor, which is me, because of all the editing I just had to do.
Get him, Slugger! Get him! We got like 30 minutes of editing we have to do.
I am so sorry.
Well, 30 minutes of cutting we have to do.
Yeah.
And, well, I think that's it. Honestly.
Anybody else?
Going once. Going
twice?
Alright.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening to the podcast or YouTube audio video thing.
Hit the little button right below the video. That's it's a little red bar. Says subscribe. What do we? How many followers we have? Like 6?
Last time I looked, it said like 14.
14? You know, we had 19 views on our last video.
Wow.
That was down from 149. That's kind of disappointing. But you know something? Baby steps.
Yeah, start somewhere.
Yeah, baby steps.
Thumbs up if you like. Thumbs down if you didn't.
Yeah,
Leave a comment.
Why would you even suggest a thumbs down?
I mean, I want to know, honestly.
Oh, that's what's going to happen. Dimitri's going to go there. He'll be like, I didn't like this at all. This is the worst experience I ever had in my life. And he goes to dislike it. Like, thanks, Bill.
And then leave a comment and be like, I didn't like it, and here's why. And then maybe we can change it.
And then he'll be like, I didn't like that Dimitri guy on there. I hope that you guys cut him out. And then we'll do episode 3.5. And everything that we ever mentioned about Dimitri in it is gone. And it'll be like, where am I? And it'll be like, well, you suggested that we cut Dimitri out, even though you're Dimitri.
Thumbs down 3.5 because I'm not in it anymore.
Yeah. It's just a vicious cycle.
I'm I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
at least we can take solace in the knowledge that we will never get as many downvotes as the MTGO treasure chest video.
Oh my god. How many? Like, I know that thing is way over 50%. I think it is.
Has it beaten the Ghostbusters trailer?
Not quite
Holy
yet.
crap, that is bad too. Oh my god. There was some video that was really popular for a little bit. It had an 80% dislike. And I said, why is this thing in my suggestions if it's like so far out?
Because millions of views. Doesn't matter if people like it or not.
That's true.
But all I'm suggesting is trying to get some interaction. If you like it, great, let us know. If you don't like it, great, let us know. Maybe we can change some things up, try and make it better. We're trying to improve ourselves, not only as players, but just improve the podcast for anyone listening.
And I did actually try to record some gameplay at our F&M Win-A-Box. We got one match, and the camera died. I don't even know if we got the footage from the 48-minute game, well, 48-minute round. But I hope you did. I hope we did, and I hope we do post it, because I had the coolest kill ever by ultimating my Ob Nixilis and then looting my opponent to death with Gyre Reach Sanitarium.
Seems good.
It was great, because he just drew his card, and he's like, okay, I'll take 2. End of turn. Let's both loot. Draws his card. Oh no.
But
Not
yes,
a ability.
if you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. If you would like to subscribe to us, visit the links in the description to our Facebook page for the store, Casual Spike page, Darren's Twitter, whatnot. Go ahead and give that a view if you'd like. And yeah.
I am trying to still get us on MTG Cast, which will mean I still need an audio rip. But regardless, I gotta get signed in on there first.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for the show, and we are out.
Bye.